In today's video, we're celebrating games that capture the magic of the past while bringing fresh ideas to the table. These indie gems embrace the look and feel of classic gaming, with pixel-perfect visuals, epic soundtracks, and gameplay that hits that sweet spot between challenging and rewarding. But don't be fooled. These games aren't stuck in the past. They've redefined what retro can mean, blending old-school charm with modern twists. So let's take a trip down memory lane, reimagined for today's gaming scene. Take classic Thief vibes, mix in some survival horror, and you get Gloomwood. This first-person immersive sim drops you into a dark, Victorian-inspired city teeming with danger. Sneak through shadows, avoid terrifying foes, and manage your resources carefully. The atmosphere is oppressive in the best way, with lighting and sound design that make every step nerve-wracking. It's a modern game with a retro soul, perfect for fans of stealth and horror. Few games feel as raw and chaotic as Hotline Miami. This top-down action game by Denatone Games blends brutal combat with a trippy, neon-soaked aesthetic. Set in a gritty 1989 Miami, you're tasked with carrying out a series of increasingly violent hits. Each level is a puzzle of perfect timing and quick reflexes. One wrong move and it's game over. The pounding synthwave soundtrack perfectly complements the gameplay, creating an experience that's as addictive as it is intense. Shovel Knight isn't just a love letter to the 8-bit era, it's a full-on romance. Developed by Yacht Club Games, this platformer combines tight controls, colourful pixel art, and a banging chiptune soundtrack. You play as the titular Shovel Knight, armed with, you guessed it, a shovel. It's not just for digging. This is a weapon of precision, used to defeat foes and traverse tricky environments. The story is heartfelt, following Shovel Knight's quest to save Shield Knight, but the gameplay is what really shines. Add in the Plague of Shadows, Spectre of Torment, and King of Cards campaigns, and you've got one of the most replayable indie games ever. Huntdown brings the gritty 80s action movie vibe to life with a side-scrolling shooter packed with style. You play as one of 3 bounty hunters, taking down gangs in a neon-lit dystopia. The hand-drawn pixel art is stunning, the gameplay is fast and satisfying, and the voice acting adds a layer of campy charm. It's a perfect blend of old-school difficulty and modern polish. If you love the classic Blood or Doom, Cultic is going to scratch that retro FPS itch. Developed by a one-person team, Jason Smith, this game drops you into a world of eerie cultists, grim environments, and explosive action. The shooting is visceral and satisfying, with an arsenal of weapons that feel just right. But it's not all guns blazing. You'll also find yourself sneaking through dark corridors and uncovering the mysteries of the cult. With its pixelated graphics and atmospheric soundtrack, Cultic feels like a lost gem from the 90s PC era, but with modern polished gameplay. Think Metroid, but with an even stranger, darker twist. In Axiom Verge, you play as Trace, a scientist who wakes up in a mysterious alien world. It's a sci-fi Metroidvania at its best, with massive interconnected maps, unique power-ups, and challenging boss fights. Created entirely by Thomas Happ, this game boasts an eerie atmosphere, retro graphics, and a haunting soundtrack. The story keeps you guessing, and the gameplay keeps you hooked as you uncover secrets and glitches that add a unique layer to exploration. Who says retro games can't be expansive? Terraria takes 2D pixel art and combines it with infinite possibilities. Often compared to Minecraft, this game is all about exploration, building, and survival. From battling massive bosses to crafting intricate structures, Terraria is a sandbox where the only limit is your imagination. The retro-style visuals hide a game bursting with depth, and it's easy to sink hundreds of hours into its procedurally generated worlds. Broforce is pixelated chaos. It is a run-and-gun platformer that pays homage to every action movie hero you can think of. From Rambro to the Brominator, each playable bro has unique abilities and weapons, making every level a blast. The destructible environments add an extra layer of fun as you can blast your way through enemies or accidentally blow up your path. It's loud, over the top, and absolutely hilarious. A true love letter to 80s and 90s action flicks. Retro aesthetics meet tactical brilliance in Into the Breach. This turn-based strategy game by Subset Games puts you in control of mechs fighting to save humanity from an alien invasion. The pixel art is minimalist but beautiful, and the gameplay is all about precision. Every move counts. With randomized maps and unlockable mechs, no two runs feel the same. It's proof that strategy games don't need flashy graphics to be unforgettable. Moonlighter is what happens when you combine a retro action RPG with shop management. By day, you're a humble shopkeeper, selling loot from your dungeon adventures. By night, you're diving into procedurally generated dungeons, battling monsters and collecting treasures. The pixel art is stunning, and the gameplay loop is addictively satisfying. It's a perfect mix of nostalgia and modern indie innovation. Downwell flips the platformer genre on its head, literally. You're falling down a well, armed with gun boots to blast enemies and control your descent. It's fast, challenging, and addictively fun, with a minimalist art style that feels straight out of the Game Boy era. Despite its simplicity, Downwell offers tons of depth with its upgrades and strategic gameplay. On the surface, Celeste is a tough-as-nails platformer, but it's so much more than that. You guide Madeline on her journey to climb Celeste Mountain, battling not just challenging levels, but also her inner demons. The pixel art is gorgeous, the controls are precise, and the soundtrack by Lena Raine is an emotional masterpiece. It's a game about perseverance, and every victory feels earned. The Messenger starts as a straightforward 8-bit ninja platformer, but evolves into a sprawling 16-bit Metroidvania halfway through. You play as a ninja tasked with delivering a sacred scroll to save your world. The humor is sharp, the gameplay is buttery smooth, and the pixel art feels straight out of the NES era. Sabotage Studio created a masterpiece that bridges retro aesthetics with modern design, making it a must-play for fans of action platformers. When Scott Pilgrim meets classic beat-em-ups like River City Ransom, you get this indie gem. Originally released in 2010 and re-released in 2021, The game combines gorgeous sprite art, a killer chiptune soundtrack by Anna Managuchi, and chaotic multiplayer fun. Fight your way through waves of enemies, level up your character, and relive the comic's quirky charm. It's as much a celebration of retro gaming as it is of the Scott Pilgrim universe. If you're a fan of turn-based RPGs with a retro twist, Iconfell is a magical treat. Set in a school for magic, you follow a group of students uncovering mysteries and battling enemies in grid-based combat. The pixel art is charming, the story is heartfelt, and the combat system is surprisingly deep, requiring timing and strategy. And that's a wrap on our list of 15 retro-styled and retro-inspired indie games. These titles prove that the charm of pixel art, chiptune music, and old-school mechanics is alive and well in modern gaming. Whether you're a long-time retro fan or just discovering the magic, there's something here for everyone. Which of these games is your favorite? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Nerds Games for more gaming content like this. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep gaming and stay nerdy.